All right, Shalom. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shem Kakadash. The honest to elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is Amawan out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm going to make this lesson quick. It's Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. And that's, speaking for Israel, because the law, statutes, commandments is given to Israel, but Esau did swear on the Bible, so he's being held accountable, right along with the rest of the nations in actuality, So I'm reading it again, Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. So if you hate Yahweh Shema Shai, then you love death, man. And you show the Lord that you hate him by taking on the philosophies of the heathen, worshiping idols, as far as the Black Stans, Native Americans go. And as far as the heathen go, they're not accepted into the fold no way. So the Lord just got them, here just to serve his purpose. And, he kill them at, whenever he wants to, man. They not, the Lord's people. But I brought this in to bring out this precept because our people don't want to come back to the Lord. Our people want to do everything outside of what the Lord says. From bringing in, saying the Lord, you can call the Lord whatever you want to call him, to being in some type of Christian philosophy. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16. Verse 5, it says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? And Esau been showing you that he ain't been able to put out them forest fires no matter what they have done. So that's an example of that. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? No. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right, so our people are getting judgment by way of the plagues that the Lord sent, and there's nothing that they can do to stop it, all because they don't want to adhere to the Lord, our way of life, our history, statutes, laws, commandments, the judgments. Even though we up under grace and our righteousness is filthy rags, we still have to line up to the best of our ability of the things that we can do. It says, let me get those really fast. Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. So no matter how righteous you try to be, how perfect you try to be, and lining up with what you're supposed to line up with and doing what you're supposed to do, from being on the highways and byways, to putting up the videos, to not eating pork, not committing adultery, keeping a Shabbat, etc. Our righteousness are as filthy rags. Right, so, we still unclean, because that's the way the Lord created us to be. He created us to go off. And, when you break one sin, you're guilty of all sins, so to speak. When you break one law, you're guilty of all laws, no matter how great or how small, So, we can never be totally righteous. But Isaiah 64 and 6, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, having taken us away. Yeah. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 20. For the creature, which is the people, was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected him the same in hope. Basically meaning the Lord subject us. We in the flesh, and he made it to where we gonna always go off. We're not gonna always be as perfect as we want to be. Because like Paul said, the spirit and the flesh is at war, are in a battle. Living in the spirit means to be perfect like Yahushua was. And no man was created to be like that but Yahushua. So our righteousness is filthy rags. But the elect are the ones who the Lord gonna count as perfect, so to speak. And I'm going impromptu, by the way. So if it seems like I'm all over the place, that's why. This is Psalm chapter 32, verse 2. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Right, man. So the Lord got certain men who he made perfect, so to speak. Even though that they are not perfect, he didn't let their sins be counted unto them. And that's the Lord's elect, the chosen of the blacks, Native Americans, man. The brothers and sisters that's trying to line up. Revelations. Let me see if this is the precept I was going to get anyway. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the one. Through the Spirit, call all y'all by Shema Shai. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 4, 144. Well, if I want to jump to the point, let me see. Revelation chapter 14, verse 14. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, which represent the governing body of the nation of Israel, the blacks, Native Americans. 12,000 of each tribe. And there's 12 tribes. It says, Revelations 14 and 14, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having the Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, which is the truth, and before the four beasts and the four elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from earth, which were redeemed, meaning which were saved during the time of destruction, because that's what it means to be redeemed. Or that's when you're gonna get saved, when all hell breaks loose. These are they which were not defiled with women. Right, these are they that whom the Lord declared perfect, even though that they weren't perfect, even though they were subject to vanity. The ones that it's going to say it, the Lord didn't impute guile, who didn't take after the philosophies of the heathen, who didn't bow to Baal. Remember the scriptures say 7,000 men who didn't bow to Baal, meaning that they didn't change their God. They didn't change the ways of the Lord to go after the heathen and idols. It says, Revelation 14:4, these are they which were not defiled with women, the philosophies, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, which is Yahushua, whithersoever he goeth, meaning they follow the doctrine. These were redeemed from among men, saved, salvation from the nuclear missiles that Russia boasting about being the top nuclear arsenal in the world right now. These are they which follow the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits, the first spirits created after Yahushua, unto the Most High and to the Lamb, Yahushua. In their mouth was found no guile. So the Lord made them perfect, even though they were not perfect. They didn't take after the philosophies of the world, basically. For they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. Right, now. So, the Lord got it to where he has the elect chosen, whom he declared perfect. Even though that they were not perfect. But the rest, not the rest, but 2/3 of Israel, which the 2/3 counts for those Israelites that are located in America. And, then the Israelites that are outside of America, a lot of them, he putting them to death. He's been putting them to death, and he's going to put more to death. So it's back at that second Ezra. Chapter 16. Let me see. Second Ezra 16:5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Right, so you're not going to stop no hungry lion in the woods, man. If that lion hungry, he going to get you. It says, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble? You can't put out the fire in the stubble when it hath begun to burn. And Esau didn't show you that. Throughout these couple years, they were not able to stop these fires. These fires were the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer, and can't nobody turn no arrow back, man. The mighty Lord sent the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right. And ain't nothing you can do to stop the plagues that the Lord has sent. And Esau is a prime example of that. Even with his brother warfare, the witchcraft, the demons, and stuff that the Lord gave him power over, to whatever extent, they cannot stop their downfall. They cannot stop the prophecies from happening. All this chaos and destruction and death, they cannot stop none of it, man. Even with them knowing and wanting to and trying to be right, because they know what their judgment is. They can't stop it. But it says, 2 Ezra 16:8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Right. So when the Lord returns, he gonna have it to where these nations shoot nuclear missiles upon this place. And ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. Not only nuclear missiles, the angels with the laser beams, which is concentrated fire. And no one is gonna be able to stop that, man. That's why I say we should be beaten to powder, because once a person is cremated, they turn into what? Dust. The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth upon the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp nuclear missiles, and shall not miss. Right. So your nuclear missile shield, Esau, you Edomite, white people, you Caucasians, starting with your elites, down to the military, etc. Y'all not gonna be able to stop them nuclear missiles, man. No matter what. It says when they begin to be shot in the ends of the world, because these nuclear missiles gonna hit various places of the world, man. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, right? And the nuclear missiles gonna hit various places. They're not gonna totally destroy everything everywhere. America's gonna be totally destroyed and not gonna never be built back up, but other places are gonna be rebuilt by the heathen via captivity. 2 Ezra 16-15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Right, man. And the ultimate plague is going to be that nuclear missile. And there ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. So, with that being said, call Allah Yahweh Shah, the bonds to the elders, and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.